This is Victor McClure. For almost 40 years, I've been advising people on how to invest their money for retirement. I've been a legal fiduciary the entire time. And the question always comes up, do you have a retirement plan or should you have a retirement plan? And the problem is most people don't have a retirement plan. They might think they do. Like I've seen retirement plans for some of the biggest firms in the United States that will show you a Monte Carlo simulation. What it basically says, they put in information and it says within this percentage of the time, 80%, 90% of the time, you will fall in this range. And if you're above average, you're going to make this return, below average and average. The problem with those plans are they're not plans at all. They are based on information they have inputted into this Monte Carlo simulation. If anything happens after that, a black swan event, a large down year, it messes up the whole plan. So those aren't plans at all. They're just hopes. You hope that that managed program or that stock market is going to react like it did the last 20 years or whatever. A real retirement plan is going to be a stress test. So you stress the results. In other words, I've got this money, I've saved this money, I'm going to retire in 5 years or whatever. What if the market doesn't cooperate? What if interest rates don't cooperate? Am I still fine? Am I eating cat food when I'm 80? I need to know all of these things. Then you got to go down. First you say, if we're going to live to be 100, me and my spouse are going to live to be 100, are we okay even if the market doesn't cooperate? Then the next one is, okay, odds of you living to 100 are pretty small. That's the first test, live to 100. So what if one of you passes away? One of my biggest fears is I pass away and my wife is not taken care of. And it could be vice versa. But you need to know what happens if you pass away because you're going to lose the Social Security. You're going to lose potentially a pension. So is your surviving spouse okay? The one thing people don't realize, if you got $10,000 a month in bills in retirement, it'll be $20,000, $25,000 at just 3% inflation. We see it now the last few years. Inflation, you really see a bite on your homeowner's insurance, your property tax, all these different things have really gone up. But you look at it with just a 3%. The average 100-year inflation rate is like 3.2. Add that to your expenses and you'll be surprised how big it gets. So you need to know now and in the future, I need to know what my taxes are when I'm 80. I need to know everything so I can properly plan for it. So first we both live to 100, then you say one of us passes away. The next one is one of us needs long-term care. Long-term care in the United States right now is about $7,000 a month on average. But if you just add 3% inflation, 20 years from now, it's going to be $12,000, $14,000 a month. And so can your plan withstand that? Is your surviving spouse, after you need nursing care, okay? And that's nursing at a nursing home or nurse at home. Doesn't matter. That's a proper retirement plan. Then you can put in different strategies, whether that's a managed account strategy, an annuity strategy, or whatever, and see how it affects you long term. And not somebody just hoping that the market continues this run. By the way, the last 15 years have been the biggest bull run in history. You can't hope that continues. You got to plan, what if it doesn't? Am I still okay? At McClure Capital, we've been offering these stress tests free to our listeners. We also offer it free to our people that watch on all the different social media channels. But contact us if you'd like a real retirement plan and a stress test to see and to make sure that you're okay no matter what happens in the future.